Having the label as the first Arab American female driver in NASCAR helps other people see that there's someone like them in this sport, and I feel like it just kind of helps make the sport progress and have more diversity. I feel like you need to bring awareness to really enforce change. I'm Toni Breidinger. I'm proud to be the first Arab American female driver in NASCAR. I feel like racing is my life. I feel like I just live and breathe it. Once I'm in the race car, I kind of flip this switch and I'm this whole different person. Racing is a hard sport to make it in, just like any other sport to be a professional athlete. It's a long journey. You don't really realize what you're getting yourself into. When I was 15, I started doing short track racing on the West Coast in Sac-Mitchit, which is a type of an open wheel car. I kind of graduated up into stock cars and started racing at local racetracks. I would say the open wheel cars aren't super common for NASCAR drivers. I had a lot of people say, making that transition from the open wheel cars to the stock cars is really difficult, you're not strong enough. Obviously, it's going to be hard. This is a totally different type of race car, but this is the step that I need to take to work towards getting to the Cup Series. So for me, no matter how hard it was going to be, I was like, I'm still going to go do it and still be the best I can be at it.
Toni Breidinger!
It was really cool to be the first Arab American female at Daytona. I was kind of disappointed that I was the first just because NASCAR's been around for so long. I would have figured that somebody would have been able to come up before me. It's cool to be the first, but I really don't want to be the last. Daytona almost doesn't feel real. It was just a real experience. I was super nervous. That was my first time on a big track going that fast with so many cars. It was on TV. So there's just a lot of pressure surrounding that race. I didn't want to screw up or anything. When I'm at the racetrack, I lean on my team the most. The biggest thing for me is I want to be seen as a driver. I don't want them to treat me different because I'm a female. You can be on the best team with the best equipment that always wins, but if you don't have that good chemistry and good communication with that team, then you're not going to succeed with them.
Go around, don't let them slow you down.
Yeah, because the whole qualifying thing, like in a group, everybody plays the game.
My biggest goals were to learn the track, to learn pack racing and drafting. So I really just wanted to go there and learn and then also get a top 20, which we did. I didn't want to be the one to cause the big wreck or anything. When females wreck, it's like the end of the world, this huge big deal. There'll be like memes on the internet and like so many haters. But if a guy wrecks, then it's just like, okay, whatever, move on. Like nobody notices. It's just crazy, a double standard there. But I just kind of focus on what I'm there to do and just have a positive mindset. I always say as soon as the helmet comes on, I'm a driver just like everyone else. A lot of people say, why hasn't a female won in like one of the top levels of NASCAR? And I feel like it's kind of like an easy answer. Like we don't get the same manufacturer support, we don't get the same seat time, we don't get the same equipment as some of our other male drivers. Racing is a pay-to-play sport, so if you don't have the funds to go racing, then you're not going to race that weekend. Being a female in like a male-dominated area, I feel like you don't always feel as accepted, or people don't always look at you equal, even if you see yourself as an equal. I kind of see myself as something that can maybe help that inequality and normalize females being in the sport and normalize us being treated equally. Over here is my car. I have a custom fitted seat. We have a little thing that I have to pull just in case I ever catch on fire. And that releases the fire extinguisher that's back here. This is our downforce car. So this car we're gonna run on 1.5 mile tracks. Everybody thinks that you're just going in an oval, the tracks are easy, but they're all so different just depending on the banking, the track surface, if it's 1.5 miles versus 2 miles versus 2.5 miles or short track. Typically a full season is about 20 races, give or take. They're all so different. And there's 5 different cars that you'd have to master. So not only you have to master all these different racetracks, you have to get comfortable in different cars too. Racing it's intense. When you're in the race car, you are in there for 2+ hours. It's really hot. It's like 130 degrees or more sometimes. It's not just like going down the highway. It's hard to turn those cars. They're heavy. So you definitely need to have good cardio, good strength, and also you have to be able to react fast. So if you have like a split second, and like I literally mean a split second of where you're not focused or where you slip up, that's gonna be you going in the wall or taking out somebody else and wrecking. I pretty much train every day. I'll do like the typical cardio and strength. We focus a lot on like upper body, but also racing uses a lot of legs. It's weird, like my legs will be sore after races. Neck training is really important because it helps prevent your chance of getting a concussion. And also there's a lot of G-forces when you're going around the track, and that just puts like a strain on your neck. You weigh like twice as more or 3 times as more as you usually do. So when you're going around the turn, like you really just feel your body compress down. It's just like fighting against that force as you're going through the turn. Cars get really hot. It gets around like 120 degrees on a hot day, sometimes like 160. One thing I didn't realize until this year at Daytona was how hot the pedals get. I literally burned my feet at Daytona. I got blisters.
Looks like my foot's gonna fall off. Not cute. Censor that.
You can't just like lift off because you're flat out all the way around there. But I remember just having like this tear rolling down my face. I'm like, oh my gosh, it was just so painful, but I had to just like drive through it. A lot of people are trying to keep me in like this little box of being like every other driver. Like, why would I do that?
This is my first year in the series, so like the biggest thing is I want to learn as much as possible. I'm now driving for Venturini Motorsports. I pretty much switched teams mid-season, switched manufacturers mid-season. Most people don't do that, but I felt like this was going to help elevate my career and elevate what we were doing.
And I'm not trying to copy every other driver out there.
I do feel like, that has benefited me. We've brought, new partners into the sport of NASCAR that haven't been into NASCAR before.
The Huda Beauty race car. A lot of Arabs and younger girls have been reaching out to me, which has been really exciting. Every message I get means so much to me. I'll get like all teary-eyed. I'm such a baby about it. I feel like if you really believe that you can do something and you set out to go do it, you can make it happen. Obviously, everybody wants to win. That's always a goal, but I also set more like smaller goals too.
The good drivers are the ones that don't settle, and I just want to be very like a well-rounded race car driver to where I can go to all these different tracks and succeed at all of them.
My biggest goal for racing is to get to the NASCAR Cup Series just because that's the top level. You can't really go higher than that.
I feel like I am ambitious, but sometimes it is kind of embarrassing to put like really big goals out there because most of the time people will laugh. And so I think it's important to kind of be secure with yourself and don't let their reaction deter you from getting to that goal.
The sport of NASCAR is changing a lot. They're making a lot of progress into making the sport more diverse, and I feel like they're also making it just more interesting for other fans. I'm not really one to focus on like my past achievements. I'm always like setting new goals, and I feel like there's just so much more left that I want to achieve. If I can help anybody in any way or inspire them to go through the ranks of NASCAR, I definitely want to do that. And I just want people to know that females can dominate in the sport and can do well in the sport, and we're coming, and there's a lot of girls making their way up, and one of us are going to win sometime soon.